No, not seeing anything interesting. Uh-oh, ants are done. Time to go to run mode. While you save your stamina. So you can do this, and then just go away. See you, zombies. Alright, do I want to try to go get some gas? So in this little area here, we've got a museum, could have fun weapons and armor. Hunting supply store, could have night vision goggles. Problem with the hunting store is I have to be able to get into it. It's locked up typically. So I either need to be able to pick the lock in the back door or basically smash my way in with a vehicle. I don't know if I'm willing to do smashing in the Humvee quite yet. Especially given its positioning and how many zombies are in these towns. What would you recommend for storage in the early to mid-game? Storage... Oh, you mean for the character? I'm really preferable to the hiking backpack. It's not as useful as it used to be. But, the hiking backpack here... Yeah, so hiking backpack is kind of my personal favorite, just for the amount of volume that it has. It's kind of a it's big enough that it's a one size... A single item I can shrug off my shoulders, and it holds plenty for me to run around and grab up stuff while I'm running all over the place. You do want to ditch it if you're going to go into melee combat, serious melee combat, but got a lot of volume, so a lot of volume, a lot of pockets. So length of 23 inches, 27 inches. So these two pockets here, I think, were the old ones that were sheaths. You could sheath. Yeah, restrictions. Item must fit in a sheath or must fit in a scabbard. So these two used to be independent, and you could sheath your machete and so on. Now apparently they finally adapted it so that it's big enough to hold things. So I think it's back to being more useful again. For a while there, they hadn't adjusted it properly, and the extra pockets were kind of useless. So I like the hiking backpack though. It does take leather, so be ready to source a lot of leather. But you can find them on zombies fairly often as well, so a lot of times I just find one and then just keep repairing it with leather scraps that I find. Golf bag is what I'm hoping to attain for this character. If we find a golf bag, we'll definitely switch to the golf bag. But most of the larger backpacks are fine. Just try to keep yourself to one storage solution. That way you can load everything up in it, and if you do look like you're about to get into a tough melee fight, you can shrug off that one item, and all of that encumbrance and inventory drops to the ground. It's important for two reasons. The obvious reason is that it lowers your encumbrance, so your torso encumbrance goes down, which is important when you're in melee combat. But secondly, the weight of the items is also dropped. That's important because when you go into fight, if you're carrying your weight limit, so if it says you're allowed to carry 100 pounds and you're at 98 pounds of carry weight when you're about to go into a fight, what happens is you start the fight, you get hit, pain starts to accumulate, which lowers your strength. Then all of a sudden you are overweight for the strength that you have. So now you're at like 98 pounds weight, and you're only allowed to carry 90 or 80 or whatever. And as you take more damage and more pain, that number keeps getting worse and worse, and then everything you do costs more and more stamina because you've exceeded your weight limit. So you got to be very careful anytime you're running around the world near the top of your weight limit, because as soon as you start taking pain damage, and your stats start to drop, then all of a sudden the numbers are going to shift radically in how much stamina you're going to have to use to do any actions like moving or sprinting or so on. And you'll almost instantly drain your stamina if you're 50 pounds over your weight allotment all of a sudden because your strength has dropped 2 or 3 points, and then you try to sprint away. It'll just crush you. So that's another good reason to be ditching the backpack with all the heavy items right before a big fight. So not just to free up the torso encumbrance, but also to guarantee you've got plenty of clearance between your weight limits, allowments, allotments, that is, to be able to handle a sudden drop in your strength stat. So there you go. Oh, look at all the dogs. All the dogs and the predators. There's the anthill right there, tucked up right in the city. Lovely. So it's going to get more and more populous with ants up this direction. We might be able to use the ants as a distraction. I really do want night vision goggles. It really simplifies my life. Where are we at in the moon phases? We'll get a little bit of moonlight bonus if we try to run around, but I've got this game world dialed up to 150% zombies, so large cities like this are just wall-to-wall zombies, and dogs and enemies and so on. Plus, I also built in 40 days of evolution, so there's lots of predators and other highly evolved zombies. We're not quite at the stage where I'm comfortable just striding through a city like this, taking on whatever shows up. We're close. We're getting close, but we're not quite there yet. We got a couple more pieces of armor to get put together, and some adjustments to make. It'd be nice to get a few CBMs put in or something that'll give me some options. So we'll see. But for the moment, I'm just going to finish doing the mapping run, and then we'll make some decisions later. I'm still just hoping to come across a few things that I'll be able to easily access to solve a few problems. I'm not in the position to do a serious dive into a city. So let's head to the east here. Check out this other road network connection for just a short ways before we dive back to the west. You want to use things like ant colonies and fungus infection areas and so on to your advantage, because if you know how they work and how to maneuver within those areas safely, you can really come out like a bandit by running in and looting and using the other enemies, the ants or the fungal, as distractions for the zombies. And you can get a lot of good stuff that way. Just be aware of how things work and what you got to be careful of. With ants, it's mostly sound. It's all sound related. The regular ants will ignore you even if you get like 3 or 4 spaces away from them for the most part. Soldier ants are a little more temperamental, and you got to stay 6 or 7 spaces away from them, otherwise they'll come at you. And don't make loud noises. That's it. If you do those things, then you can move around easily within hugely infested ant areas with no problems. You can usually easily outrun them. They lose interest in you very quickly when you outrun them. You don't have to get very far away before they start wandering again. And it's a great opportunity. So take advantage of it when you can. Fungal's a little different. You gotta treat fungal a little more carefully. But still perfectly safe to operate within a fungal area if you know what you're doing. Diamond and gold ring. Well, that sounds pretty fancy. Just fancy, not very fancy. Diamond and gold is not very fancy. Really. That's somewhat surprising to me. I don't think there's much left in the regular clothing stuff that I care about finding. No food of any kind. Alright, we're out of here. Definitely not going to be any heavy frame opportunities there. Ooh, can we get to that road? We might be able to get to that road, whatever that endpoint is. I've lost track of what I'm wearing in regards to fancy, very fancy stuff. We got so much of it, I don't really care. Zombear and a hunter. Nope, can't quite get to that. Lovely. Can we at least see what the POI is? Oh, never mind. Just a tree farm. I got no interest in a tree farm. That is unfortunate. We're gonna have to drive a ways to the southwest to get back to anything useful. Guess we could go to the power substation if it's just techs. We've got enough first aid. We might succeed in dissecting, but I really... I'm kind of annoyed. I've got a new annoyance with the CBM system, and that's the fact that you can't really find power CBMs. You have to dissect for them, which forces you into the autoclave process. I mean, it seems weird that I can kill bio-operators to get the highest tech CBMs pretty easily, but I can't just get basic power storage. Yeah, the power CBMs, you can find them. They're just really random and scattered and somewhat rare, unfortunately, but they're also just the base power. I mean, if you tell me you're finding Mark II power storage, I'll get excited and interested. But the level 1 power storage for 100 powers, like, you need so much of those. I mean, you need 20 of them to max out your power capabilities. I don't want to deal with shock zombies. So we're going to leave those alone. Whoops. Got busy looking somewhere else. Didn't notice the big old boulder we were about to slam into. This is the vineyard, or I think this is the vineyard. This always has zombies as well. Is this the vineyard, or is, no, yeah, this is the vineyard. Those are grapes, right? Yeah. There's always zombies at the vineyard, unlike some of the other locations. Hey, zombies. Bloated soldiers. And there's not much potential for me to get something I need here either. So, again, the other way we go. I want to see if this connects over. Yep. Bio-Ops is the only reliable place to get the Mark II power storage. They're guaranteed to have a Mark II power storage, and then the other slot is a random from the mid to high level CBM range. You don't always get the power storage because it often will be broken, but it's always guaranteed to be one power storage plus one from the other grouping of items. So that's usually who I'm going after when I'm doing a Bionics run, is I'm trying to find the big Osprey helicopter crashes with lots of soldiers and bio-ops, which I haven't seen one of those in forever. Anybody seeing the big Osprey helicopter crashes recently? It's been a long time since I've seen one. That used to be my go-to. It's either barracks for the bio-ops or the Osprey helicopter crashes. Yeesh. What do we got here? Can't do fruit. Can't do cheese. Rotten bacon? Rotten bacon? Huh. Yeah, not much here I can eat. Oh well. Is it hard to fix yourself when you do the broken cyborg start? Sure, I guess. Depends on how much you know about the game and how well you build the character. You have opportunities to make it easier on yourself. I've done a number of runs like that. Of course, I had to dial it up way beyond just the broken cyborg, but... But a mine or a missile silo? Are missile silos? They're still in, you just can't launch the missile now, right? Yeah, that's a mine. We can run a mine real quick. We might get some CBMs out of the mine. Couple cargo spaces. I still can't do them though because I can't get a damn wrench. Kevlar zombie. Nothing that's gonna have a heavy frame. Let's just run him over. Try to anyway. possible we can get a toolbox or something in the mine. Not likely, but... Hey, look. Wear earplugs. Come here, Shriekling. Although I don't think they give you the daze effect. M17, MREs. Hey, he had a military ID card. That was kind of nice of him. Cool. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. The inhaler. Four by 4, but it's still just regular frames. Bottle jack. I'll take the long rope. Pretty nice gear. I gotta unload a bunch of stuff. Hey there, to the crowbar. So if you haven't seen it, this is a mine. You can either take the elevator access if you can hack the computer for it. I go back up. People might not have seen this before. We got some new folks watching. But this is how a mine usually works. There's going to be a manual access to a manhole cover, or there's a computer terminal in one of these buildings. This one here. So you can hack the computer terminal to reactivate the elevator, and you can take the elevator down. That would be the other option. So we haven't gotten our computer skill up enough, so I'm just going to take the manhole cover that I just I lifted with the crowbar. We're going to manually go down the ladders. That takes you to the same place. So whether you take the elevator or the manhole, doesn't matter. You end up in the same entry room, basically. And then we're in the mine itself. Exciting stuff. Oh, we got dark worms. How fast am I? 97? He's going to be a little pesky for this guy. Might be better if I get the gun out and just waste these on my way down. We're not quite fast enough to just run around them without some chance of some bad consequences. So we'll shoot the few we see. And I don't want to deal with their acid trails. They last too long. Okay, 2 ways to go. Bunch of corpses. What do we got? Leather gloves and some welding goggles. That's not too useful. So the mines are randomized. What, we got a gas vent right over the stairs? Yep. Nice. Good thing we've got a gas mask now. Activate. Gas mask. Alright, so here's another common misunderstanding by new players regarding gas masks. Anytime you get... Well, let's first talk about the masks. So there are different levels of mask protection. You got dust masks, barely do anything, but the benefit to wearing them is that they can provide a bit of protection against cold and flu. So basically, every once in a while the game will roll dice to see if you get the cold or flu. And it basically is an attack on your mouth and your mouth protection. So as long as you've got some kind of protection on your mouth, then it uses that like armor against the roll or the cold or flu. So having something on your face is better than nothing to try to fend those off. And that's pretty much all a dust mask is really good for. Then you got the filter mask, which is the next level up. Filter mask is good up to basically just smoke. And it'll prevent smoke inhalation and things like that. It also then protects against the diseases, just like the other one does at an even better rate. But the higher the level of protection, the more encumbrance on the face and the mouth, and the worse your stamina recovery is going to be. So you want to be careful when and where you use things like this. But it will not protect you against actual poison gas. So for that, you need a full gas mask, and that's what I've got, the gas mask here. And the last thing I want to mention is, when you find it, a lot of times it will not yet be activated. You need to make sure you activate it. So it shows in yellow, and it shows active right here. It will only deplete the charges while you are actively in a cloud of some kind. So as long as you're not standing in a cloud of gas or smoke or so on, it will not count down. So it's not like a battery charge that once you turn it on, it just ticks down, 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 and then depletes. It's only actually going to deplete that number while it's being actively used. So you don't have to unload it, you don't have to turn it off, you don't have to do anything like that. Just get your gas mask, filter mask, whatever, immediately activate it so that it's done and you don't forget to do it later. Because there's no downside to it. Just turn it on immediately, and then whenever you need it, slip it on, and it'll then prevent whatever it's going to prevent based on the ratings. So we need gas masks for this stuff, so we're going to go ahead and put it on, because they happen to put a gas vent right over top of the stairs. Down we go. Another one of those stupid things. That one hasn't come at me, so I'll leave him alone. What do we got? Well, so much for having to go to the hunting store. That I wasn't expecting. Look at that, even got battery charge on it. Well, that is awesome. Activate. Turn off the headlamp. I'm going to take off the gas mask for now. Wear the light amp goggles. Activate the light amp goggles. Oh yeah, welcome to the green world. Well, there we go. That's awesome. Yeah, that was a nice find. I was not expecting that. That was not on the list of things I was anticipating getting in the mine. Alright, we got a lava rift. Lava rift is dangerous. You gotta be really careful around lava rifts. And I'm also not sure I can see the gas with these things running. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them off again. Take them off. We're gonna switch back to the flashlight and the gas mask. A little easier to tell what I'm actually facing. So we've got enough room to maneuver here, but you gotta be really careful when you're near anything lava, because it exudes heat out a distance, and it's hotter the closer to the lava. And sometimes it'll put these lava things right next to the stairs, or it'll block the entire corridor, and you got to be really, really cautious. So right now our temperature's fine. Now we're at over 100 degrees, and we're still 4 or 5 spaces away. So stay as far away as you can. Now it's normal again. So it's got about a 5 distance, it looks like. Yeah, 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces or so. So stay away, otherwise you're likely to get into some pretty big trouble pretty quick if you don't know that that's happening. Down another floor. More corpses. Got a first aid kit, and that's pretty much it. A lot more lava. Check out the spiral here. Mine will have these little spiral structures. Usually there's a corpse in the inside. Nope. Care. And again, we're going to stay away from the lava as much as possible. Alright, stairs down there. Looks like it's just a big room. Just a flashlight. Down again. Uh-oh. This one's gonna come after me. Timing on this one's pretty bad. Switch to the gun. Hopefully he's not sitting right on the stairs when we go back down. Cool. More corpses. That might be the finale room to the left there. Another first aid kit and a heavy battery. Well, unfortunately no CBMs. I could fairly reliably find CBMs down the mines. Not always. Alright, please don't get me killed. Oh, is this gonna be the spiral? I think this is the spiral cavern. Yeah, it's a spiral cavern. We're not going down here. I'll show you what it looks like at the beginning, but we're not actually going to go. So there's multiple finale types, just like labs have. There's multiple versions of what you can find at the bottom of the lab, or the bottom of the mine. This is the spiral caverns. And there's human snails in the spiral caverns, among some other things, but I'm not going down in there. There's no reason for me to do so. Not the finale I was hoping for. How many are there? There's like 4 or 5 different finales. I forget the exact number. But now we just got to make our way back out again. And that is a mine. It is randomized, the layout, what you're going to find, and so on. Which finale you get. What the... Oh, shite. They all work essentially like this. Let's go this way. Throw on our gas mask before I forget. Run for the stairs. And the gas does expand over time, so you gotta be a little careful. You might be able to scoot under the gas cloud one direction, but then when you come back, the cloud will have expanded, so be really cautious. Poison gas is a lot nastier now than it used to be. Like I'm finally losing the battery charge in my headlamp. Okie-doke. Is it for that trip? 30, 114, 124, huh? Carry that around. So you don't want to wear the gas mask continuously because it's got a high encumbrance value, and if you look here at mouth, so I've got 30 mouth encumbrance. So notice here, stamina regeneration is -6. That's because of that high mouth encumbrance. So don't keep this on continuously. So now if I look, we've only got a mouth encumbrance of 0, which gives us no stamina regeneration problems. So it's a situational use. I make an exception when I do the survivor masks. I'll usually make the light survivor mask. Less protection value for physical attacks, but it handles the gas just fine, and it's less encumbering on the mouth, and I'm willing to keep it on continuously, just so I don't have to fiddle with it, and I don't get surprised by a bloated zombie stepping around a corner and exploding and poisoning me and that kind of stuff. See if I can gas up while I'm here. There's no gas station, and none of these vehicles are diesel. So, gas up how? Not every mine has the gas thing. This one doesn't. Just got the empty room here, and then the computer room. There's no gas tanks or anything. These are all standard gasoline guzzlers, not none of these are diesel. So I got no opportunity to gas up. didn't get any tools, so I don't have the hacksaw. I can't do what I want. I still don't have a welding rig either. Alright, we're gonna keep moving again. I believe I still have yet to actually complete the, I forgot the name of the finale now. The really nasty finale. Based on the Japanese manga. I keep forgetting the name of it. I have yet to actually finish that one. I've had characters I've meant to send into it, but then I could never find it in any of those runs. Yeah, the Amagara Fault. That's the one. That's where I get into trouble, where when I try to make a challenge that says, I'm gonna complete the Amagara Fault, and then I visit like 40 mines and never see the Amagara Fault. And it just turns into an endless run of Vormithrax driving around the Cataclysm. Lumber mill again. So that's a fire truck with gear. Right there. That's the long fire truck. There's two, a long and a short one. Short one's got lots of fireman gear. Great for getting Kevlar and Nomex turnout gear. And then the long one here is great for getting tools, like sledgehammers and pickaxes. Or, yeah, sledgehammers and Halligan bars and crowbars and that kind of stuff. Huh. One bloated, bunch of regular zombies. Can't see the other vehicles down there. I don't think they're gonna have what I need. Let's actually do some fighting though. Should be able to fight a few zombies. Alright, let's ditch the hiking backpack because we're gonna go in melee. So here's an example of, this is the little brother to the Predator, but I'm going to make him move or hop adjacent to me, then I'm going to swing at him. Then I'm going to back away, try to back away. That's not working so good. We'll do run mode, get it one space, back to walk mode. Alright, how we doing? One more hit. Down he goes. So, they can go down. The Predator's much worse. He's going to cause more bleeds. He's going to knock you down. He's going to do a bunch of stuff to you. But, how deep are these bleeds, by the way? Minor and minor. Zombies still a ways away. Alright, we'll throw some bandages on. Hey, where's my bandages? I know I picked up a whole crap load and I kept... Oh, they're in the backpack. I forgot about that. Let's fight these. Fight this guy first. Stop grabbing. So if you're new to the game, make sure when you see the grab symbol show up that you move away from the zombie to break the grab. You can only get a bite, the infected kind, that is going to be bad if you're grabbed successfully first. Every once in a rare while, they'll both grab and bite simultaneously, and you can't prevent that. But otherwise, if you see the grab occur, always, always, always try to move directly away from the zombie to break the grab. Otherwise, you're going to spend a lot of time hunting down disinfectants and antibiotics and cauterizing wounds and all the nasty stuff. So just understand that bites can only occur if you're successfully grabbed first. Alright, throw this back on. Activate adhesive. Oh, it already stopped bleeding. Fine. Take a codeine, because we're going to be getting into some more fights. And we'll go ahead and pulp this guy. And let's go ahead and move south a bit. Standard zombie first. I gotta keep an eye on the bloated zombie. I need to make sure I slip the gas mask on before the bloated gets to me. Still out of his range. Go ahead and ditch the backpack again. Copper bracelets, huh? Alright, who have we attracted? Oh, Bloated's coming. So now we're going to slip on... Whoops. Oh, crap. Now we're going to slip on our gas mask. Then get out of the cloud. So that's the grab symbol. So, and you can see in the message here, the tough zombie grabs you. And up here, it will show here, grabbed torso. So you want to avoid that. That is bad. So while you're grabbed, your speed is being reduced significantly. That's your speed rating, which is basically how many action points you have for the round. So he's lowering my speed, meaning I can't run as far or as fast, I can't swing my weapon as quickly, and so on. That's bad. So if those weren't reasons enough, just if he hits me again while I'm grabbed, then my chance, I have to roll dice basically to avoid becoming bitten. So I'm going to move northeast directly away from him, trying to break the grab. Successful, and we'll swing again. Down he goes. And the smoke zombie has arrived, and I've got my gas mask, so we're ready for him. Come on, get me. And we'll back out of the smoke. You always want to back out of the smoke away from the approaching zombies, because the danger for the smoke zombie is not the smoke. It can be bad if you don't have a mask, but the real danger is what is the smoke hiding? What else is coming up on you from inside or behind the cloud? So there could be a herd of predator zombies or Hulk zombies charging through the cloud right now. Always, always, always back away out of the cloud, both to preserve your gas mask charges, but also as a self-preservation for what else is coming. Unless you're absolutely sure of the area and the enemies that are nearby, you do not want to get surprised by what pops out of a cloud of smoke. Alright, we're just going to wait here for a short bit. I'm going to take off the gas mask again. Let the cloud dissipate. So what else we got going on there? Ambulance. Still just a bunch of regular zombies we shouldn't have any problem chopping up. We've got vehicles we can use as defensive measures. But always know your environment. When I see this setup right here, I'm very, very confident we're not going to have a problem. A, because I'm familiar with all the zombies I see, and none of them are of particular danger. B, I've got vehicles that I can use. Not use as in drive away, but just use as blockers. So I could step to the corner here and make sure I only have to fight one at a time as they come up from this direction. Or I could step across and have them run up into the vehicle and I can just close the door and trap them inside. So the vehicle nearby gives me a lot of options for maneuverability and for tactics and minimizing how many at a time I have to fight. Secondarily, I know I have a chain link fence I can use as a short-term barrier. I can go hop the chain link fence, and that'll slow the zombies down significantly. I got a building nearby I can duck into, so I got lots of options for tactical movement and for getting away from things if it gets out of my control. So for now, I'm just going to use the vehicle as kind of a mid-level blocker, keep only one zombie at a time from getting to me. So I'll step here, he'll step around, eventually. Break the grab. Break the grab. Oh, see, now there's two of them. That's not good. Remington Wingmaster. Fully loaded, even. Cash card, I don't need any of that stuff. Although the Kevlar vest. One damaged Kevlar vest. I might pick up the Kevlar vest. We'll grab it for now. We can clean that up and then butcher it to try to get the Kevlar. So the big thing right now is just trying to keep the fights manageable, one or two at a time at the most, and give me time to recover my stamina. I'm going to keep using the vehicle. Oh, see, he got a hit in and actually hit my hiking backpack. Took me 2 tries to break the grab that time. Oh, hey, look, a screecher. Throw in our earplugs. Yeah, it seems to be protecting us just fine. Oh, break the grab. Reposition. I love kid zombies. They're so hard to hit. I'm fighting right now with my backpack, which is not optimal. But I thought I'd be able to handle them okay with the backpack. We're looking at, what? Our dodge is 2.1 with the backpack. And it goes to 4.4 without. That's pretty significant. So I really should be fighting without the backpack. By far the better option. Multi-tool. So now I look down on my mini-map and I see a big cluster of zombies. That's what I want to avoid. But they're positioned in such a way, if I approach from kind of this diagonal, these two will end up pushed up against the vehicle. These two will advance and I'll be able to deal with them. So go ahead and I've got my gas mask with me, so see if we can arrange this. So yeah, we're gonna keep these two guys pinned into the vehicle here. These two will come up towards me, but I'll have time to finish this guy before they get to me. Or not, because he's not really helping. He's brainless zombie. He's just kind of randomly wandering. Alright, let's retreat back to here. Oh, a filthy golf cap. Come here, you. Ah, he still gets a hit in. And he can inflicts bleed. That's funny. Alright, what do we got? So a pike pole, a short sledgehammer, a regular sledgehammer, a crowbar, a Halligan bar, and the New York hook. I'm going to take the Halligan bar. It's my favorite. It's also heavy as hell, but that's alright. Who cares? It's still my favorite. Hopefully it fits. Yep, cool. Fits in our inventory. Awesome. I don't care about the rest. I don't need a sledgehammer. And apply an adhesive bandage. Get that bleeding stopped. So, like I said, they're penned up in the vehicles. So, that's what I anticipated. I'm just going to leave them in there for now. No danger from them. Take out my earplugs again. First aid, some morphine, and some antiseptic. Sure, I'll grab all those. Although I can probably stop picking that stuff up. We've got quite the supply now. So one of the few reasons to come to the lumberyard, other than a fairly good amount of vehicles, is access to this workshop. And in particular, whatever shows up here, which is wood axes and wood saws, and I guess if you want a chainsaw for some reason, you can get a chainsaw. And then there's a million of all of these other things. Plastic sheets and branches and wooden sheets and planks and beams and so on. And that's it. I'm not going to bother opening all these crates because they're all just the same stuff over and over and over again. Oh. I don't think I need any of this stuff. I could be wrong. We'll take one each of those. Getting a little shy on equipment, or on space in the vehicle. Hey there, gasoline. 214,000 on the ground. A broken generator. Yeah. Not gonna be anything different over here. So, sheets and branches and planks and panels. So if you need that stuff, this is where you want to go. But just going to repeat the same stuff over and over again. There's all the cargo spaces I need right there. Unfortunately, it's regular gas, not diesel. And I've never seen much in the two lower buildings there of note, so we'll just go ahead and leave. We got everything we care about. And got to have a few fights. Alright, let's ditch the axe and the saw. I think that's all I picked up. Oh, and the Kevlar vest. That's Alright, so dead end to the south. Getting a little further afield than I was actually wanting to go. Yeah, large fire trucks, normal gas, not diesel. Another mine. Huh. I kind of want to go look at the prison real quick, just to see what vehicles are outside of it, because usually there's a fairly interesting assortment of vehicles. Not much else north of the prison I want to go look at. I'm not going to go spend my time investigating all of these roadways. I'm hoping that we can do a circle around, that if I come south, we can work our way around Ashford and then connect back out this way. There's a gas station there. I don't remember if it has diesel or not. It'd be a bit of a trip to get back up north to get to the thing, but we'd have roadway all the way back up there for the most part. So yeah, I'm hoping to do just a wide circle. We're not quite set up to be able to take out a military outpost yet. I don't think I have a long gun. Do I have a long gun yet? The assault rifle's not going to do it. Do I have anything that's got 60 range? Definitely not, definitely not, definitely not. I didn't pick anything else up really, so yeah, I don't have a long gun yet. Assault rifle's only what, 46? No, that's the wrong thing. Alright, brain, where the hell is the range? 42. So yeah, that's not going to do it. We need a long gun. So we don't have a long gun. I can't mess with that thing right now. How does one siphon the fuel? All you need is a rubber hose, and then depending on whether or not you have moved your vehicle adjacent to the source, you can be one space gap. So if there was a vehicle here next to me, there could be a one space gap. I would step into the gap so I'm adjacent to both vehicles, and then you examine... I'll show you. Stop. So you examine the source vehicle, and you'll see here it says S for siphon. You just press S, and then if it has more than one tank, you'll have to pick which tank you want to siphon from. And then it'll ask you either to put it into a destination container, so if you have a jerry can or a gallon jug or something with you, you can pump it into that. Or if you're adjacent to another vehicle, you can say, send it to that other vehicle. So just position yourself or your vehicles appropriately so that you are adjacent to everything involved, and you can transfer the fuel from one vehicle to another directly without having to pour it into a tertiary container. Zombie wrestler? A wrestler? I don't want to deal with a wrestler. Let's introduce the wrestler to the vehicle physics system. Not sure I can get him without going off-road, but we need to get a little bit of speed. Whoops! And we missed. Try this again. That was the royal we missed, not the I missed, because, hey, I don't make mistakes like that. Should be some light damage to the wrestler. Yeah, need to hit him real good, and I'm not going to be able to get the speed. There he goes. Oh, look at that cute scooter. Unfortunately, it's all just standard gasoline vehicles again. I got everything with me. Gas mask. Don't need the goggles. I need to get or have another battery. We're likely to get a battery down there, but headlamp, new battery. So no gas at this one either. Activate our halogen bar. They even give you a headlamp. That's convenient. Right off with the poison gas. Multiple poison gas. And lava. Pretty much that's all you'll find in here. Gas, lava, and the dark worms. The dark worms, shoot them or try to go around them. They're not terribly fast, but their acid trail can be nasty and you don't really want to melee them. Yeah, I'm talking about you. That lava is really inconveniently placed. That's going to get toasty. We're not really set up to deal with super high temperatures at that range. Back up we go. Don't want to deal with you. Whoops. Well, that wasn't very friendly. Moves me down onto the space that has the acid. Thanks. Really appreciate that. Okay, oh good, it opened up, so we're not in a narrow corridor. I was worried we were in a really narrow corridor and we are going to have to skirt right by that lava. Oops. Again, he might leave us alone if we can stay. No, we're going to have to go south, so he's going to be too close. Alright. Just a remote controller, huh? That looks fun. Acid path with right next to the lava, huh? Kill it? The hell is up with that? An unending acid path to the east, huh? That's weird looking. There's a dark worm in the way. Attempt to push past, no. A little rude. Another one. Don't need filter masks, thanks. You gonna let me slide by quietly? No, you are not. Gonna be pesky. Whoops. We will now be leaving. There's no need to mop it up. Just wait a short bit and it dries up on its own. What is that? Well, that is the thing. An amorphous black creature detaching and sprouting tentacles without any apparent pause. So apparently, the dark worm got a little too close to the friendly dog. The friendly dog then metamorphosed into the thing. If you're familiar with your horror movie history, you'll know the reference. Going no damage currently, sitting in a big old pile of acid. Yeah, there's 3 total phases to it. There's the friendly dog, the tentacle dog, and then the thing. Yeah, we're going to be leaving. We're not going to try to fight this thing, so. But I want to make sure everybody got a good look at it, because it's not something you see every day. Friendly dog, tentacle dog, and the thing. Those are the 3 stages. Initially it shows as the friendly dog if it's not been otherwise bothered. Then shortly thereafter it morphs into the tentacle dog and starts attacking. Then it morphs into the thing. It's pretty tough. You can kill it. I mean, I might be able to kill it with the gun if I go just start firing away at it, but I am not geared up to take the damage he's going to dish out right now. And he's got a guaranteed hit long-range attack, basically like a gun. And we might not have survived a few applications of that. So, plus I'm currently wielding a hockey stick, and I'm not going after the thing with a hockey stick. So, yeah, I think a 2-2-3 would finish him. You just have to put a lot of bullets into him pretty quickly. I'm not really high on the skills either, so I don't know. This isn't the kind of character I would normally go after this kind of thing with. So we're just gonna leave. Now that everybody's had a look, we're bailing out of here. This is one of the more dangerous ones. Not nearly as bad as the Amagara Fault, but yeah, this one'll get you. Up we go. Hopefully we stay ahead of him and he doesn't pop up and follow me. I'm not sure he saw me. That's good. That's good. There's no benefit for us going and fighting him, by the way, so it's not like he's guarding some really cool thing or treasure or something. One of the downsides to a lot of the endgame stuff for Cataclysm, there's just no reason to really go do any of it. There's no reward that you're going to get that you can't get elsewhere without all the danger. And I've already killed it a number of times, so it's not on my bucket list of things to accomplish. You guys can feel free to chase it down, take care of it for us. Oops. Ah, crap! Forgot about that. Oh, we are going to get so sick. I screwed that up. Too late now. Look at how the gas has expanded. I screwed that up. I should have immediately gone back downstairs and thrown the gas mask on. I didn't realize just how much it had spread, and I spent like 6 or 8 rounds in the poison. This is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. Let's go smash this guy up, just in case I have to spend some time here. Yeah, this is not going to be pleasant. So we now have badly poisoned head. Yes, and there's nothing I'm aware of you can do about it other than hope not to die. So let's put some antiseptic on our head and a bandage on our head. Then we're gonna wait a while. I turn my headlamp off. Take off the gas mask.